Welcome this afternoon. I'm very excited to be joined by Mary Beth Daigneault, the administrator at St. Clare. Welcome, Mary Beth. We're excited to have you on as a woman of distinction in 2021 in the broader Newport region. Welcome.
Thank you for chosen me. Really a pleasure for me. Thank you.
Well, you have been a leader in Newport for so many years, and you've been at St. Clare for quite as many. And we were excited to have you nominated and honor you for this distinction, particularly because of your long history with Newport, but then also because of the many challenges that you've been faced with over the course of this last year. So talk a little bit about your background at St. Clare.
So I came to St. Clare 25 years ago. I can't even believe it's been that long. It really has gone by so fast. I came to St. Clare from the for-profit sector. I was working for an agency up in Woonsocket before I joined St. Clare as the admissions and marketing person, social worker, and assistant administrator. And then I became the administrator.
And you've seen a lot of growth at St. Clare. Over the course of the last decade, there's been lots of investment, new construction, new types of offerings to your families. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so in about 2008, we saw that there was a need for more assisted living in Newport, as well as some more skilled nursing and also some adult day health programming. There wasn't any adult day health programming in Greater Newport, so we felt it was really important to offer a continuum of services to people so that they could really age in place. And so over the course of the next 8 years, we developed a plan and brought it before the city council and our advisory board, and we developed a 40 apartment assisted living. We grew our nursing home, and we added an adult day health program. So all of the things that we set out to do in our dreams of 2008, we saw come to fulfillment in 2016. And so today we offer skilled nursing with specific households for memory care, as well as some short-term rehab in that skilled nursing center. We've got 10 beds for that. And then we have 40 apartments of assisted living with memory care services available there as well, and an adult day health program where we partner with PACE of Rhode Island.
Which is such a wonderful addition to the services. We have such an aging population in Newport, but we have, we are truly an island community. We have an island mentality. People
Absolutely
age in place. They are Newporters and they will always be Newporters. So being able to offer these different options for people as they're able to age in place at home for as long as they can, but then have these beautiful options. The apartments are absolutely beautiful. Your dining hall, your outside deck that overlooks the bay. It's unbelievably beautiful.
We're fortunate to have a really great spot right in the heart of downtown. And it's a very walkable city. So for those folks that are in those apartments, they really have a lot to offer.
They really do. And now let's talk about 2020. Obviously, it has been such a horrible and trying year for everyone, but particularly our seniors and our elders who are living in skilled facilities and independently, but certainly they have been the hardest hit demographic. Can you talk a little bit about what you saw over this last year and how you were able to pull your staff and your residents and your families through this crisis?
It certainly has been a challenging year, and our hearts and prayers go out to all of the families and residents that 2020 has taken from us with coronavirus. We at St. Clare have been extremely fortunate. We've worked really hard, we've been diligent, but I can't say that we haven't been lucky as well. We've had very few cases amongst our residents. We've had 6 total. Most of them were very mild symptoms, and then the balance of our cases were with staff, and many of them were without symptoms as well. So we were tremendously fortunate in that regard. We see other facilities with dozens and dozens of cases, their census being really, really low. It's challenging. Our families have been tremendous, and our staff has been tremendous. At the very beginning of this pandemic, it was really unsettling because we didn't know what we were dealing with. And I think a lot of us are still learning, about each new step that comes along, each new rule that comes along. How are we going to adjust? And it's adjusting quickly and on the fly, using and having the guidance that Department of Health and the CDC provide. It's, being open to trying new things, rethinking about how we do things. It's just being flexible that's gotten us through, and our staff being brave and coming to work every day and making sure that they're here for our residents.
Yeah, because they truly become part of the family, taking care of the folks that live there.
Absolutely. And no time is that more apparent than now, when we've been dealing with this for a year. The year anniversary for the first case in Rhode Island, I believe, was last week or the week before. Our first case was April Fool's Day.
Okay.
And the residents have only been able to see family very little. They've not been going out. They've not been celebrating holidays with their loved ones like they have in years past. So our staff has really become their source of comfort, and has become extended family for them.
Absolutely. So thank you for everything that you have done for our most vulnerable that live in Newport. We can't thank you enough for all of the work that you and your staff have done. We're hopeful, looking forward, that 2021 will prove to be much better than 2020. Although we recognize that there are some changes that need to be here to stay. Can you talk a little bit about that at St. Clare? Do you see some of the policies or procedures that you put in place here to stay and for the long term?
So for now, I see that we'll be wearing masks for quite some time, and needing to maintain social distancing measures and exemplary cleaning procedures. All of that, I think we'll be seeing for a long time. Certainly the cleaning is here to stay.
Right.
Right.
We see that across industries. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. I think, the world of technology has really blossomed, and how we use it in long-term care, I think, is here to stay. Before the pandemic, we never would have thought about doing FaceTime videos with families that live away, or having them come to a care conference via Zoom. And then all of the telehealth that we're seeing, that for some time our residents weren't seeing their physicians live and in person because outpatient appointments that weren't absolutely necessary were postponed. And now we see that we can do a lot with telemedicine, and it's not just for our age group and a younger age group. It can be used really quite successfully in skilled nursing.
That's wonderful to hear. We are looking forward to the advancements. And while this year has been very difficult, I do think that we have realized some efficiencies, and we've seen sort of that future of work that has been, pushed upon us. But some of it, is going to help us all do a little bit better, do a little bit more, and maybe find that work-life balance a little bit more.
Right.
So we're looking forward to that. So thank you again for your leadership throughout this crisis, for your leadership for the city of Newport for the last 25 years with St. Clare. We really appreciate it. And I would like to also say thank you on behalf of our sponsors from Greenvale Vineyards, who will be giving you 4 bottles of beautiful wines.
Terrific. Thank you, Greenvale Vineyards.
Absolutely. And you can enjoy it with your staff or with your residents or your family, and we'll bring it by your office. But again, thank you so much, and congratulations for being a Woman of Distinction for 2021.
Thank you.